Welcome back. We're talking about 30 things that should be permanently banned in America. Let's dive in. The IRS. Based on historical findings, the IRS Act of 1913 was improperly ratified with less than 3/4 of the 48 states and therefore unconstitutional. Here's a list of the states that never ratified the act: Connecticut, Florida, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Utah, Kentucky, and Tennessee. The Federal Reserve Bank, which has never been a federal agency but a privately held corporation with shareholders and dividend payouts that has been allowed to direct the fiscal and monetary policy of the United States. Laws that restrict the people's right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, reflecting the Second Amendment. Excessive government surveillance of American citizens, protecting their Fourth Amendment rights. Any legislation that undermines digital privacy, protecting citizens' rights against invasive electronic surveillance. Mass collection of metadata by intelligence agencies to protect citizens' right to privacy. Mandatory minimum sentences, which can lead to disproportionate sentencing for minorities. Federal taxation. Given the $33 trillion national debt, is there any doubt that our so-called elected officials are fiscally irresponsible and unaccountable to the American public? Term limits for all elected officials. This one's a no-brainer and is part of the good old boy network of corruption that exists due to a lack of term limits for members of Congress, the Senate, and Supreme Court. Any legislation that limits free speech. Upholding the First Amendment rights of Americans. Over-militarization of police forces, addressing concerns about the militarization of law enforcement, which was designed to skirt the Posse Comitatus Act of 1878, which states no president can use federal troops to enforce civilian law. For-profit prisons need to be banned, eliminating incentives for the for-profit prisons while ensuring humane treatment. Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, due to concerns over privacy and control of personal finances. Deepfake technology used for disinformation, to combat false information and protect public discourse. Unregulated political advertising on social media, to ensure transparency and integrity in political campaigns. No bailouts that favor large corporations over small businesses, to prevent economic inequalities and to protect the taxpayers. No bail-ins, which results in confiscation of depositor monies in exchange for worthless shareholder certificates. Free trade agreements that disadvantage American workers, protecting the middle class. Any laws that restrict the internet freedom, to preserve the freedom of information and communication. No war powers executive orders without direct democratic input, ensuring wars have the approval of the people. Ban all unlimited PAC contributions to address concerns about PAC money in politics. Ban non-transparent lobbyist activities, targeting the concern about lobbyists influencing laws for corporate gain. No civil asset forfeiture without conviction, to prevent abuse of property rights. No indefinite detention without trial, to maintain due process of law and the right to a fair and impartial trial from what's known as arbitrary detention. Ban gerrymandering, to ensure fair representation in elections. Ban laws restricting voter rights, protecting the constitutional right to vote. No emergency declarations that circumvent legislative process, to maintain the balance of power. Ban excessive drug patents lifespans to allow for more affordable generic medication options. Data monopolies, to protect privacy and promote competition in the tech industry. And finally, ban all unregulated use of facial recognition technology, to protect privacy and prevent misuse. And that's all we have for this segment. If you found this video informative and interesting, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. And as always, thanks for watching.